Who is a perfect living master? Somebody who attracts us with his unconditional love. Somebody who tells us that we can go back home together. Somebody who becomes our friend. If he cannot become our friend, he will not take us back home, I tell you this. I told you the story of Dr. Ishwar Singh yesterday. And Dr. Ishwar Singh, till the last moment, kept on saying, I have discovered one thing. A perfect living master is a friend first and a master afterwards. If he's not a friend, he's not a master. He becomes a friend first, and that's an essential step towards his becoming a master. Because master would be merely a teacher. Master would just give us instructions what to do. Whereas a perfect living master is a friend who has to go with us, take us with him as a companion, as a friend. Therefore, he becomes a friend first and then becomes a master. So remember that this is not a relationship of just listening to somebody who's giving a good discourse and he's our master. It is a master, but not a perfect living master. So remember, perfect living master, as human beings, we come across that person, we must feel he's a friend who is with us. And then he can be manifested if we follow simple directions of meditation. Sometimes I feel, what is the purpose of meditation? In Great Master's time, when my master was alive, I used to wonder, am I meditating in order to get something? Am I putting my effort to see something? Am I trying to find out? I tried other methods which were easier. I tried a yogic practice in which they asked me to use the Kundalini method. They asked me to use the heart meditation method, out-of-body experiences. I tried those, and they were much easier than trying to put your attention behind the eyes. I found that is so easy, but what is it giving me? What am I trying to get out of this? And I discovered that what I am trying to get is an experience which may be extraordinary, but I am still struggling with something. I am still missing something. I am missing something inside me which I can't find. But when I found a friend in a master whose consciousness was about to take me along with him, when I found the friend, that's only when I said, that's what was missing. You look into your lives and deeply, and you will find there is something missing. And what is missing? A true friend. Somebody who can take your loneliness away by being your companion forever. That's what we are missing. And that cannot be filled up by any of the yogic practices, by any kind of meditation, except by a permanent friend who is with us all the time. Therefore, when I checked out what is the purpose of meditation, I found the purpose of meditation was to manifest the image of that friend within me and see that radiant form become alive, like the person outside, in fact more alive, and that's the purpose of meditation. Once that is achieved, I have achieved my goal. My goal was not Sachkhand. My goal was to find the friend who is operating from Sachkhand. If I am with them, where will I go? I'll go to Sachkhand. Therefore, the purpose over here is to befriend. And perfect living masters come for that, to befriend us, so that we can feel as close as we can to a long-term friend. This is going to be the longest-term friend you can find, because this friendship will last forever. It will last into the true home. So that is why, as we see as a human being, what a perfect living master is, he becomes friendly. We are drawn by his love. We are drawn by his unconditional love. That's very important. If his love is conditional, even to the extent of saying, if you be good, I will love you. Otherwise, I'll punish you. Rule him out. Cannot be a perfect living master. If he says, well, how have you been doing? You have not been doing good things? Sorry, I can't help you anymore. Not a perfect living master. Who is a perfect living master? You say, Master, I did some pretty bad things. Okay, you are forgiven. Don't do them again. A good sign. Always forgiving. And totally non-judgmental. If he passes judgment on you, on himself, or anybody else, not a perfect living master. Totally non-judgmental. He will not judge. And we may be good or bad. What is his attitude towards us if we are good or bad? His attitude is they are trapped in good and bad. He has so much compassion. Love and compassion run through him all the time. He looks at us with so much compassion. Look, they are trapped. They don't know. They can't even help being good or bad. Therefore, let me get them out of this mess. He's not judging, don't be good, don't be bad. Then he's no longer a perfect living master. So perfect living master is totally non-judgmental. And this is, how do you know? You're associating with him like a friend. He's an ordinary human being, like any other friend. Except when you associate with him, you discover these remarkable qualities, totally extraordinary qualities of the unconditional love, being totally non-judgmental, loving you all the time, and making sure he understands you better than you understand yourself. As you get to know a perfect living master, that human being, in association with him, from time to time you'll marvel, looks like he knows me better than I know myself. Certainly knows my mind better than I know myself. And that's a strange experience. But that is the nature and quality of that human being whom we call a perfect living master. He's still a human being, but he has these qualities. And that distinguishes him from all other masters and teachers who teach us so many things.